Beauty Geeks, I'm Charles Baker Strahan, celebrity hairstylist for Herbal Essences. Are you growing your bangs out? Let me teach you a quick little trick and tip on how to integrate those bangs into the rest of your hair. The first tip or trick is that shorter hair pushes longer hair. So if you're a self-bang trimmer, or if you're having your fringe or your bangs trimmed, think about where you want the actual hair to go. Now we've wet her hair down, and you can already see how there's a line that goes ever so slightly rounded in that situation. The shorter center will help to push this hair moving off the side like so. So that already helps to kind of like open that hair up a little bit more and give it a little bit more of a frame around the face. The other thing to think about or look for is, do you have a cowlick? Do you have an area where the hair is actually naturally going to split? Work with that cowlick as opposed to against it, and you'll get much more mileage out of your fringe. If you have natural movement or texture, you want to try to couple the shorter hair into hair that's ever so slightly longer and maybe just behind. Take that and twist like so. You can take a little clip like so and clip that together and work on the opposite side. And if you're going from wet to dry and you're going to air dry, this would be a great way to kind of like keep that area open and off of the face. This utilizes the cowlick area to help really give that impetus for the hair itself to move into the rest of the hair. And by twisting it into hair that's slightly longer, you're kind of integrating a textural element, so it tricks the eye to not necessarily seeing the separation quite so much. If you don't have time to air dry, because this is already clipped, you can actually just remove the nozzle from your blow dryer and turn it on and use the blow dryer ever so slightly. Use the high heat setting but the low wind speed, because you don't need to be blowing all around. You just need the heat to get in there to help dry the hair and reshape it. Another thing to remember is that heat changes the shape of hair and coolness sets it in. So even after you've finished blow drying it and you've gotten it pretty dry, still allow it some time to cool, and that will help to make sure that that movement kind of like stays locked into it and that this fringe area stays integrated. The other thing that you can also do as well is, if you do have a diffuser, you can also put that over the top of the dryer and utilize that as well. Once the hair is pretty much dry, all you have to do is break it up. So once you've got the directional element integrated a little bit more, and you can see how that texture actually blends a lot greater now, all you have to do is finish out your waves with a curling iron. And make sure that you integrate those textures in together, like so. You can let it rest in the twist, because that'll keep the textures together, but then you'll break it up before you actually style the hair. So one more quick little thing to think about too. This hair is obviously under here a little bit longer. We're gonna over direct that bit back. And my secret little trick is I do a little back comb right through there, which helps to push this back into the rest of it. And that helps to open and give that lift right in through there. You lift up here. You can even clip it. Over direct this bit forward, back comb. And twist that over.